I just wanted to talk about cursing. I do curse, and I wanted to mention that within my videos I'm going to be cursing and everything. I'm not trying to do it. I don't think I do it hardcore, but sometimes I might do it to express my feelings. Sometimes it's harder to express my feelings if I don't use any impacting words to really show how I truly feel and how deep something really is to me. So I might just as a warning, I might be cursing in some of my videos, and I don't want to do it because I don't want to scare away any crowds, any Christians or any religious people. But I can't help it. I really do want to curse because it just there's a lot of times where I'm just too angry about something, and sometimes it really does express my feelings. I don't want to hold back those feelings. So, and plus it's kind of hard. It's so hard. I've gone through such a stressful life now, and it's too difficult to just not curse at all. It's whenever my life wasn't so bad as it is now, it was a lot easier not to curse, because I wasn't so fussy all the time, and I wasn't so stressed out, and that was being young. But now, after life has impacted me in America, I'm just gonna curse. I'm bound to do it, and this is not by wanting to do it. This is by rather being kind of forced to do it at this point. Like, I guess not caring anymore. Sometimes when you go through a very crappy life, you stop caring about a lot of things, especially the things that have never even hurt you in the first place. So cursing was never something that ever hurt me. It was never something that hurt anyone else who actually did it. It only hurt people who just forbid themselves from not doing it. Christians. I say the F-bomb, and it hurt them. They didn't like it. Things like that. To me, the only time cursing ever did hurt anyone at all was during an angry conversation. Sometimes cursing would cause the conversation to get dirtier or bad or more nastier or even more stressful. That's the time when you don't want to curse, no matter who you are. Because obviously in an angry conversation, cursing can influence that conversation to become worse. Usually with a calm voice, and that's the same thing with raising your voice and screaming. With a calm voice, it could help a conversation to go by smoothly. Maybe help the other person understand, because they don't have to hear your screaming, dirty vocals or your dirty language reaching their ear in such a mad way. They're able to really just calmly understand what you're trying to say to them. So anyway, cursing, I don't want to do it, but then I do want to do it because at the same time I kind of need it. It's a really good way to express my feelings. Unless I know some really, really big words, cursing is going to be the best way of doing it. But I'm not a person to try to do it too much at all. But who knows what'll happen anyway. It's just whatever I will say, whatever I think of, I'll probably say it the way my heart feels. I'll say it exactly how it feels. A lot of people do that, which is the reason why they curse. Sometimes some people could just curse just to be cool, but some people are serious about life. They're not cursing just to be cool. They don't mean to curse to be bad or anything like that. They do it based off of their feelings. Life has really screwed them over. It really screwed them over. So they can't help it. Some people can't, and that's how I am. That's how I am in this day and age. to please try to look past my cursing. Try to look past those curse words. Rather, take those curse words. Don't ignore them. Don't even ignore them. But even if you're a Christian, or you're religious, grab the curse words and pick out a meaning from them. Try to understand a person that curses. Not everybody can be like you or like a religious person to just ignore all these harsh things in life and still hold on to that will, to that strong commitment of not cursing. Some people have better commitment, stronger commitment to hold on to when it comes to other things than just blocking out some words, a bunch of words. Some people have more things that they care about than to censor a bunch of curse words that mean nothing to them. See, when you're a Christian or a religious person or whatever, you are born and raised to think that curse words are a huge deal, that they're like so devastating and things like that. So you probably do grow more commitment to not say them, because they're just such a big deal to you somehow. That's just how you're born. That's how you're raised. Not just born as a human. Not just, oh God, we gotta be good to God so we don't curse. No, it's rather just your parents tell you not to curse because of their own beliefs, and it's been such a big deal out of all these years that now you're raised to just be forced by feelings and by heart and mind and commitment to really commit yourself to not cursing ever, and that if you do it, it's more of a devastating thing. Thus, this is how the human body reacts. Thus, when you finally do it on accident or anything, or even think of the word, you feel bad and you feel shameful. That shame doesn't come from any type of spirit or God at all. That is just the shame of being disobedient to your parents. If they had never taught you that, you would never feel ashamed to say the word. You could be a person who didn't know English and say the F-bomb on accident. You're not going to feel shame behind that. I'm probably cursing right now in alien language. Who knows? Maybe I said a word that could be a curse word in a different language, but I don't feel anything. Thus meaning, of course, it's not natural that curse words are bad. It's not by instinct. It's just because we were taught that they were bad. That's all. So when I'm taught that a curse word is bad, and I know that, and I commit myself to that so that I never curse and I know better, then when I do curse, whether it's an accident or I get mad, that's where all that shame comes in. That's where all the bad feelings come in, because I disobeyed what I was taught. That's usually the reason, in my opinion, why most religious people commit so hard to something so simple like not cursing. Something so small as in not saying a bunch of words in which they consider as bad. Think about it. Bad words are only bad because we said they were bad. We didn't have to actually make the meaning of the F-bomb either into a bad meaning or even considered as a bad meaning. We could have just called it the F-bomb. It means this, but it's not a bad word. We could have literally said that by law, and thus we would never have any idea that these could be curse words. The word was, W-A-S, could be considered a curse word if we, as humans, the human race, has changed the meaning of it and said and considered it as a bad word. So we, especially religious people, no offense to them at all, but they commit to something that humans have deeply created, pretty much. And it is only according to humans and religious people that these are bad words. Now, according to me, I no longer consider curse words as bad words anymore. I just consider them as words that are harsh and really deep, hard words. So I don't. It doesn't ever shake me when I say a curse word at all. It used to, because I was taught not to say them. And now that I grew out of that, because I changed my beliefs and life has really treated me like crap, and I realize all that, I can't care about curse words anymore. I just can't care about it. I can't commit to it. Plus, it's me. It's just me. I learn on my own. It's not like I have a big church family or anything like that. At least I'm not around a big church family anymore. Just me and my mom. So most likely, I'm not going to have anything to influence me or encourage me to stay away from curse words. When I used to go to church, I was influenced hugely to stay away from curse words. I was around people that never cursed, and they looked like cool people. There were some people that were like girls that were very attractive, church girls, and they didn't curse. And it just seeing them as attractive girls and me being attracted to them was the true cause of me not wanting to curse, because I saw, this person looks cool and they don't curse, so I kind of got influenced by that, by the good. Just the same way as you can be influenced by the bad to do bad things, I was influenced by the good to do good things. And I thought not cursing was good, and I thought it would make me a better person. Truthfully, though, it wasn't the real me. Because no matter how much my life has torn me down, I could never stay away from cursing. As much as I tried not to, every now and then it would accidentally happen. And here's my true feelings. I would always curse inside my head. So, through my past of trying so hard not to do it to become a better person, I wasted my time. Truthfully, I was already a good person anyway. Cursing or not, I was a good person. The reason I was a good person is because I had good intentions. I wanted to do good. I wanted to do what's right. But even though it may seem like not cursing was doing what's right, I could have used that time, that pressure, that energy to do something what's right, as in like picking up trash off the streets. That's just an example. Not that anybody wants to do that, but I mean, like, as an example, that's doing better than just simply not cursing. There are a lot of Christians out there, a lot of religious people out there that try so hard not to curse, while people who do curse try hard to actually do good actions, good deeds, and have good intentions. Yet I've seen Christians and Christians actually, just Christians and maybe Muslims too, that are a part of the religion of not cursing, and they try so hard not to do it, but they have done things that are even worse than actual cursing. And I thought to myself, I don't blame it on their religion at all. I don't blame it on them being Christian. I think the religious people are good for being religious. Being Christian is awesome because it leads to good ways. That's great. But I have a problem with things as small as cursing. I kind of think sometimes we try too hard to make a big deal out of it, because Christians, just like everybody else, even atheist people and religious people, all of us together are still human beings. So inevitably, we're still going to do wrong things. It's just normal. It's just a matter of when are we going to learn not to do it. That's all. So to me, it's just inevitable that we'll do bad things. That's why I feel that some religious people can be wasting a lot of time and energy trying so hard not to curse, and then consider them as a good person because of that or whatever. But then they wind up doing things that are even worse than that, deceiving things for that matter. And they can't help it though, they're just humans, especially in today's society where life is just doing us all wrong right now. People can't help but to do bad things. So basically my point is, I wish that a lot of religious people and everyone could just not focus so hard on the cursing, because what if a person like me, if I even am important at all, if I can actually speak well, if I make good speeches at all, what if a person like a good speaker, I should say rather, and they come around, maybe from the ghetto or from harsh environments or something like that, but they're very, very smart, and they can speak, things that make a lot of sense, and people probably need to hear what they have to say. What if they come around the corner, but the one thing that they just can't help, because life has treated them so wrong, is cursing?